Barry, first home match of the season. Again, a brave effort by the guys out there. Good first half, but then not quite getting over the line in the second half.
Yeah, real tough conditions today. Very strong wind and continuous rain, and we had that in our favour in the first half, which enabled us to apply some pressure. I thought we did a pretty good job. We had a decent grasp of the game. Second half we needed to be a little bit better with the ball. We made some fundamental mistakes there in the second half, which didn't allow us to get enough field position against the wind and into the driving rain, and it allowed Batley to dominate field position. And ultimately, although we had a fantastically brave effort, as you say, we just couldn't do enough to challenge the scoreboard in the second half.
And those unforced errors, is it just trying to chase the game a little bit and panic as opposed to just being a little bit calmer?
I think we've certainly seen a little bit of control and composure from Batley in the second half. We had a few opportunities there in the second half to go and apply some pressure, but made mistakes when we had an opportunity to challenge Batley's line and didn't get to the end of our sets. If we'd have been able to do that, then it might have taken a 5 or a 10 minute period, but we'd have given ourselves a chance of posting some points in that second half. But every time we seem to cross the halfway line with the ball, we seem to make an error and just let Batley off the hook.
Again, a late try, like Monday night, just makes the score a little bit more lopsided than really what it's been throughout the game. Yeah,
the game was still well and truly in the balance. We were 8 points down. 2 scores was always going to be tough in the conditions today to claw back, and that 8 points, I think, just had a little bit of an effect on our players. Instead of having a little bit more control and a little bit more composure, to build our way back into the game, we were trying to do things that we probably didn't practice, that we didn't plan for, to try and get ourselves back in the game, instead of just continually knocking some sets out and putting some sets together to apply some pressure against Batley's strong defence. And the 8 point margin just took its toll on our players mentally, I thought.
Is this a little bit about Batley having more experience of that championship mentality and knowing what it takes just to grind out a win in conditions like this, whereas we're still learning what it takes at a championship level?
Yeah, I think so. I think there's a similar feeling to Monday night. The effort was fantastic. The attitude was great. The commitment from the players was excellent, and we needed to be a little bit better with the ball. We needed to ask a few more questions with the ball to be able to put Batley under some consistent pressure. To give ourselves a chance of maybe nicking that game, and we didn't do that. Batley kept just chipping away. They had that cushion of that 8 point lead, and ultimately it just led to our downfall.
I know there's been some big plays made of some of the existing championship clubs having a big forward pack. Have we got that for days like today? Was it just not the right conditions to be able to turn them around? Well,
again, I think we've competed really well. I think Batley's pack were probably a little bit bigger than ours, as Featherstone's was at the weekend, but I don't think that's the real factor behind losing the game. I think the real factor behind losing the game was just not quite being clinical enough with the ball. And that's not saying we've got to go and score a try. Just being clinical enough in terms of putting the opposition under enough pressure so that they can wilt or they might crack, and give ourselves a chance of scoring some points. I thought we didn't do that today for long enough periods.
Okay, well, we're back here next week. We've got Dewsbury, which again will be another tough match because they're a side that's probably going to be knocking on the door of that top 4.
Yeah, they're certainly going to be, they're going to be challenging the top 4 this year. Dewsbury, they had a fantastic win last week. I think they've been postponed this week. Whether that'll affect them or not, I'm not sure. Probably won't in terms of their the physicalness. They've had a trip up to Cumbria and had to drive back without playing a game. But we hopefully can get on the training field this week, get enough sessions under our belt to put some things in place so that we give ourselves a chance of, when the game's in the balance on the 60-minute mark again, we can go on and win it.
Okay, thank you, and we'll look forward to next week.
Thank you.
Thanks.